YouTube? It's your boy. We in South Beach. Just got out the water. Feeling alive, feeling free, man. Right on South Beach. And I had to get back to y'all boys, man, because it's been a minute. I had to get Ghost. So now we here. Back in my element, you feel me? And we doing it big, man. We doing it big, so see where I'm at. Nah. But yeah, I had to come out here for the weekend. Solo trip, you know, little weekend thing for 4th of July. But I could do it, so I did it. You know what I mean? But look, this past year has been crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Tried to make this video a million times. I swear I wanted to drop it at the year mark when it was, you know, when I dropped my MTV Cribs video. But it's been busy, man. I've been out here getting to it, and so I got a little bit of time, man. I brought my camera. I'm shooting content. I'm making this a content trip. You know, we out here working. We are enjoying it, but we out here working, man. So what I'm trying to get at, I don't want to get copyright. But basically, man, I'll try to make this video a million times. But look, you honestly got to get Ghosts. But do it in periods, man. Do it in times where you know it's going to come to an end. I want to say since I started this channel when I was 18, so that's, mind you, that's 5 years ago. Like, you got to have periods of times you go Ghost. You got to have periods of time that you're very social, you know? And that's something that I'm learning because my social circle has dwindled the more I locked in. But then I could also ask myself, is it really that bad if I'm benefiting, you know? But it's like, yeah, you should take care of it because this is peaceful right here. This is dope as fuck. Like, I'm in Miami on South Beach. But you gotta enjoy the shit. You know what I'm saying? People you love. And just cut out the dumbasses in your life overall, you know? The people that don't make it easy, man, just cut them out entirely because they ain't adding shit. They're taking away. You gotta explain to them why a too big dream is something achievable. You gotta explain to them. It's not even something you should be explaining, you know what I mean? It's, you know, they give you an alternative when you say a goal that you want to hit. It's like, bro, I'm not about to ask anybody to come out here. If y'all don't want to go, I'm about to go regardless. I was always the type of dude that was about to go regardless. You know what I mean? So, you know what you got to do, man. I've been doing what I got to do. That's why I've been dropping no videos for a year. But I'm finally out here shooting content, man. Like I've always dreamed of doing. So this is pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm passing by Muscle Beach right now. Mind you, I'm right on the water. It's not like super crazy. It's actually getting warming up here. People starting to pull up. People been here, but it's starting to get a little crowded. It's not like spring break where it's just crazy, but I'll probably be here for that. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, just a upbeat kind of video. You know, I know you just lock in when you can. You know what I mean? Lock in when you know you have to. And then don't be, you know what I'm saying, double back on those people that are important. Don't skip out on them because spending time with them is gonna be, you know, pretty important, you know. You can get a lot of peace fixing your financial situation on your own, thugging it out on your own, fixing your journey on your own, just by yourself. But don't forget what it's about, you know what I mean? And you got time. You got time. Like, you can work 60 hours. You can get to the weekend and just book that flight for a weekend. Then you can come back, spend time with your people, do what you gotta do. You know, or you could pull up on your people every month, every week, whatever you gotta do. You know what I mean? So just just lock in, man. Just lock in. It's pretty simple. Don't risk too much. Don't put too much on the line. Don't have this be some shit that, you know what I'm saying, you can't handle, or if it sets you back, it's not gonna set you back. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not to zero, but don't be cleared out.
Damn, bro, you about to
Don't be cleared out off no shit like this. You know what I mean? If you've been working towards the car, man, go buy the fucking car. You know what I mean? Excuse my language. If you've been working for a trip, you feel like you deserve it or you just need a refresher, go on and do it, man. It's not long until that all that work is about to just have you somewhere with some options, being able to do what you want to do. So, I mean, just, it's pretty simple, you know. I don't want to talk about what it takes because I don't want to ruin the mood while I'm down here, but you know what it takes, man. This is what you could do. You could just get out here, book whenever you want, do whatever you want. That's what happens when all you do is put that work in, man. So get to that, you know. Get out here, make it happen. Don't neglect the people around you. Don't be an idiot. You know what I mean? People ain't serving you, cut them off. It is what it is. You probably know this. You know when you gotta lock in. You know when you're doing too much, you know, so just get in that zone, lock in it. Say what it is, man. Say what it is. Do what you gotta do, man. Get up in there, take care of your body, take care of your health, lock in. It's repetitive, pretty obvious, but I mean, look where I'm at, look what I did. You know what I mean? Do it too. It's just a little weekend trip. It ain't nothing crazy. But overall, my absence, I'm trying to represent is locking in, working hard, because I only got to do this, I'm telling you, about 10 more years. I'm staying with First Man's plan, bro. The only reason I came out here, and the main thing that justified me coming out here with a vision, is that, all right, boom, I'm gonna be able to picture what my life can be like on a daily. I'm gonna be able to do these trips whenever I want, whatever weekend I want. It's been a minute, but since I've been able to take a trip. But you know, soon that's about to be anytime I really want. I'm walking down the strip right now. It's feeling crazy, it's looking crazy. It's teed up. It's you know, choosing. I can't even get to the airport. They choose it, you know what I'm saying? I can't even land before I see a BDL. Well, no, man, you know what you gotta do. Get up in there, lock it, and go crazy. Don't neglect, you know what I mean? Take care of what you gotta do. Be responsible. Pay your bills, man. Don't be short. Don't short nobody out. Don't stiff nobody. Stay solid. Chin up, chest out. You know, I've been reading so many books over the past year. I think I read like 10 books. Some good ones that I read this year. Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules to Life. Essentialism by Matt McGraw. I'll Teach You to Be Rich, Ramit Sethi. Read these, get started in them. What was another one? Read Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends. These are all great books that can get you started and kind of, you know, if you want that social kind of rich lifestyle. If you want to be rich, man, if you want to get towards your goals, if you're ambitious, start with those books. I know that, like, this trip, it'll set me back a little bit. You know what I mean? This is more for the visual. This is more for me seeing what I want to just be able to do on a weekly basis. If I want to go to Miami, I'd up and go. You know what I mean? This is the first time me doing it. It's kind of me proving it to myself, going like, all right, if I want to go book a trip, I can do it and just go to a new state, just solo, and not really need anybody either. You know what I mean? So this is kind of proving that to me. It feels good. Strutting through, built the body, building the money up, you know what I mean? And when I hit the gyms, you know, later this weekend, and I hit clubs or whatever. Not really clubs, but mainly the gyms. You know, I've been watching some of these Miami fitness influencers for years now, like Austin Dunham, Brandon Carter. I've been watching Austin Dunham forever. He's out here. Jose Zuniga. I've been watching since I think high school, like junior year of high school, when I first, you know what I'm saying, started going to Planet Fitness. Like, it's crazy because it's wild, bro. Like, I'm in the middle of that. Like, I'm just experiencing all of it right now. It's a little overwhelming, low key. It's not overwhelming, but it's cool. I'm just excited, man. I'm excited. This is what you work for. This is what you do. This is what you know what I'm saying, get in there 12, 14, 16 hours at a lame-ass trade job, you know, at a job you hate. This is what you get in there, get it over with, and do it for. You know, this is why you listen to self-improvement YouTubers that, you know, hammering the same message of hard work and fitness and keeping your morals aligned and keeping your chest up, chin out, and holding yourself high morally every time, every scenario. Nipsey Hussle says something like, any given scenario will base it, like something along the lines of represent every aspect of who you are. You know what I mean? And that's huge because it's like, who you gonna be? You know, any given situation any given situation defines you. You know, so who do you want to define you? You, yourself, or somebody else? So it's like,
so he would spend $5 million, not only to sign,
you know, it takes 20 years to build a reputation. It takes 20 seconds to ruin it. You know what I mean? Kind of what this is right here. It's a lot of building, but you know, my first kind of just free will kind of trip. I mean, what can I say? We out here shooting content on South Beach, man. We staying on South Beach, you dig? About to go eat wherever I want. I was thinking of just going fishing. Like, it's up to you at the end of the day. And then later on, your cup is full, your cup has been full, you reach like a bigger goal. All right, then cool. Then you can go around pouring up everybody else's cup, but more importantly, you can put your team on. You can create teams that, you know, make you look like the small fish. You always want to be kind of the smallest fish in the room. That's why I wanted to come out here, see my boy Vincent Fisher, Brandon Carter, Austin Dunham. Hopefully bump into them out here. Pretty busy dudes, but they're all kind of fitness influencers doing it big. And so it's dope, you know. Kind of get out here and see what's possible, man. And I'm proving it to myself. When I was 18, you know what I mean? I was making the same kind of video, just like selfie on the phone and just saying how, like, it's gonna take periods of locking in to kind of be able to do what you want to do, be financially set, you know, or to just get in the zone where you got to build a trade, build a skill, you know, have something like that. If you got to get away from people, you got to get away from people, you know. And if you got to take a trip to clear your mind, you got to take a trip to clear your mind, man. It ain't gonna be long until you start scoring. You know what I mean? That's my whole point this whole time. It's like, if you keep putting this shit in, it ain't gonna be long till you start scoring. You know what I mean? So, and don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm gonna keep scoring right now. You feel me? So, mind you, I'm dolo, no security on me. You know what I mean? Dolo, just me, just mobbing, bro. No care in the world. And this is why you define yourself when you're broke, because the same type of character you'll take everywhere you go. You don't need no money to define you. Look, I got no chain on. I got a necklace. I just left it at the hotel. No chain, no watch. I got nothing on me. I got 30 running shoes on. Don't matter. It don't matter. You know why? Because I defined myself when I was in the worst situation possible. 30,000 in debt, trade school, you know, in the city I grew up in, and not wanting to even be there, just going to work HVAC, you know what I mean? It's what I had to do, and it got me here. Believe it or not, I could go do this trip every couple months for the rest of the year if I wanted to. But that's what you gotta do. I'm just trying to show you what putting your head down can do. Worrying about some money can do. know what I mean? I don't even know what he's saying. Sounds pretty good though. I'm staying right next to Scarface, where they shot Scarface at. Like, bruh, it's up to you, I promise. I promise it's up to you, man. It's like, do what you gotta do. I want to keep this one upbeat. I'm not sure what I'm gonna title it, but I want to get back to posting, man. I really do. I do not have the time, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the reason I have not posted at all. You guys know that. When I post, I want to bring quality, and I want to bring edits, and I want to bring some of those videos, like interviews. I spent like 8-10 hours at a coffee shop just editing, man. But it's like, you know, that's what I love doing. So to say I have fully got the time for it, I'd be wrong. But we're on my iPhone with it for now, just to kind of get you guys a message of where I've been as well. But you know, it's kind of raw. Jordan J. Real nice talks, you know what I mean? From 5 years ago now. Still ain't blue, but I'm not concerned about that, man. I'm worried about building kind of a network on this thing and just having people love the content that I put out. That's what I found is important about this, because when I was 18, I wanted money off of it. Of course, I wanted to be like all the smooth Geos and Jesse James West, and literally dudes in Florida, you know what I mean? But I don't care about that stuff, man. If it happens, that'd be dope. If I could put a lot of time and effort into the channel later on, that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? As far as getting it monetized and all that, but man, I don't need that right now. You know what I mean? Just want to put out stuff that people love, man. Hopefully build some sort of a circle with people, you know what I mean, know who I am and what I'm about, and that's way more valuable is what I'm starting to find, because money is a side effect, you know what I mean, of the person you become. With all the stuff I preach and been preaching over the years now, like over half a decade now, it's just the same kind of stuff, you know. You learn it in sports when you're younger, but it's the same principles, same morals, and like I said, I'm out here with nobody, free. If I talk to a chick with no jewelry on in Miami, like, it ain't gonna matter, because the dude I built already. I've been defining situations that, you know, I've been down and got pressed, and, you know what I mean, need to handle something that physically or gotta let them know who you are, and not show any kind of fear. Like, my yearbook little prompt was respect all and fear none, from Nas. And it's true. It's my truth. That's how I'm about to live, you know. A lot of people telling me, oh, you should come out here with somebody, you should be careful, son, you know, you should definitely go out there with somebody, and if I could have it my way, like, I wouldn't have you go and all that. Hey, I'm a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? If somebody got an issue with me, hey, I'm right here. I mean, even if it's 100 men, my life motto, respect all and fear none. That's one of my mindsets. So you think you about to put fear into somebody like that? You can't. I mean, I've been defining situations way scarier than getting pressed at a beach, getting pressed at a downtown area, like. But I defined myself when I was, you know, defined myself not long ago. So that's what it's about, man. It's about being authentic. You know what I mean? Black, Italian, German, English, Greek, man, you know what I'm saying, from Phoenix, Arizona, that you never heard of that. My name's 23 like I'm Jordan. Whoosh. And I go on dolo trips when I want to. Don't you ever get it misconstrued, you dig? Feeling good, I'm feeling in my zone. And honestly, Chris started me with first, man. Feeling everything he's saying, man. I'm living it. I'm not living the male advantage, but I'm feeling it right now. I can see, you know, how my future will end up. Just, I can see how it's gonna go from here, man. I can see how if you want to put things into play, you just can. You can just do things, you know. And so this trip as well, like, I wanted it kind of as a refresher to be, it was I wanted this trip as well to just be kind of to refresh, but also so that, you know, hopefully I could talk to some people out here I may bump into or whatever. I'm not thirsty for connections or something like that, but if I could bump into a couple people that are doing really well, if I could get some game on, you know, what they would do in my situation. And I'm just patiently waiting. I really am, for the right circumstances to kind of take off on another thing. If it doesn't make my life too complicated. Like, I was really thinking about going back into pressure washing, like a small side business I ran on neighborhood next door app when I was 18. Like, yeah, literally straight out of high school, because I didn't want to go work at Chick-fil-A again, the job I had in high school, because I just read Rich Dad Poor Dad. And it's like, I knew that business was the only way to get rich, you know what I mean? And so now, I know it's the same thing, but the resources I got now are crazy if I wanted to go back and do something like that. And I would completely know how to at least get to, you know, get off the ground running with something like that. So many ideas, so many just business plans that are just flowing and going. And you could just do things, you know what I mean? So, especially if I got, you know, a little experience in that, like, I just need to see what's up at the end of the day, you know, just get the products, get the tools, and just go crazy, you know what I mean? So, I might just need to see what's up, man. That's probably this dope little restaurant right now. It's cool, man. It's dope. I can see how coming here with a group full of friends could be pretty dope, but it kind of came out here off the cuff. It's only Thursday too. My flight landed this morning. I took the red eye, so got here, barely slept on the plane, but I've been so excited that I can't be sleepy at all, you know what I mean? Got here about 7. Room was available, and went up in here. I think I'm like 2 hotels away from, like, next to each other from where they shot Scarface. So it's just dope. I might walk by the car soon. I definitely took a picture of it, but yeah, you know, just yapping today, man. Video's not too long, but I swear it's all relative. It's all gonna culminate into what you're aiming for. I swear it is. You just gotta keep that head down. And I promise, like, it's not gonna be long until you start winning. You know what I mean? You can even see small wins within, if it's a paycheck. You know, every week you're just scoring a little bit more. That's what I still do to this day. You know, it's just, I'm looking at a marker right now that I felt comfortable with enough to get up and do something like this. So, I mean, it's dope, man. It's cool. I'm proud about him. I'm proud about this guy. Car stuck behind somebody, but it was it. Thinking about showering up and going out, man. I want to be kind of want to wake up and run the beach. So it's all relative, man. Just stay down. It's all going to culminate into the same goal you're talking about. All these self-improvement dudes, they were right. You know, Hamza, Chris Thurmy, First Man, they were all right, man. That's why I lived up to that message every day. Staying down, working hard. I know this is kind of just in general talking and yapping, but I'm feeling really motivational. But let's talk some possibilities real quick. And just the kind of game that I'm really thinking about doing, because why not, you know what I mean? So honestly, I worked a couple years in the trade now, about 2 years in HVAC, and then I went to the semiconductor industry from there. So working at places like TSMC, now at Intel, and just kind of working on the machinery and stuff like that. A lot of electrical transfers over to the same things that working on that machinery, you know, can correlate. A lot of troubleshooting, a lot of electrical. So still there now. You know, the company, they had kind of switched us around, and I just came up on the year mark. First time having a job for the year, by the way. Don't know if that's embarrassing or not, but I've always been entrepreneurial, so I don't think it's gonna matter. But what I'm saying now is that I've definitely paid off my debt like a couple years ago. Been debt free. Yeah. Been debt free. Been had a little motion going on recently. Nothing that I feel comfortable taking risk on, but I was thinking of honestly getting back home with a clear vision from this trip, feeling just refreshed, and just doing something like starting up pressure washing again. A pressure washing business, if you went all into it, actually, like a real business, you would start anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000, but I would have to get a truck. I don't know if my car's been paid off a couple of years. I don't think I'll trade it in for a truck. It's a really reliable car. Kia Optima 2013. She had a recall where they put a new engine in, so engine is essentially at zero, and so don't think I want to trade that. I love that car. It's super reliable. But if I had a setup where I had a pickup truck, I had a rig on the back, and then I got, let's say, 7,000 invested into it, I could start with commercial properties. We're talking maybe 500 to 1,000 a job. And so it's just like, how many maintenance jobs or how many reoccurring jobs could I get to where wouldn't have to really, wouldn't really have to work. But I wouldn't go into it with that. Just saying, I got a more calm schedule than HVAC was. HVAC was a lot more 24/7 on call. Hey, whenever we need you, you got to pick up, even if it's 11 p.m. at night. That's why the state shut them down. Didn't shut them down, but got on their ass about keeping technicians out, until way late at night, and then calling them back in the morning. Like, I always knew that was bullshit. I just heard about it, getting on their ass way later, so yeah, it was super satisfying to hear, because I knew something was wrong with that. I knew something was like, I'm like, dude, no, there's no way you're gonna call me at 11 p.m. for a unit this high. Here's the issue with HVAC in general, okay? Being an HVAC technician, if they have you on call, it's the biggest piece of bullshit ever. This is why. If I go to a house at 2 a.m., 11 p.m., like, sir, hey, bro, if I go to a house, let's say 11 p.m., right? None of the parts stores are going to be open. So then what's the point of on-call? It's just a cycle that doesn't make sense. Because if I need a compressor, I can't pick it up. I can't put it on will call. You know why? Because it's fucking 11 p.m. at night. That is the point. That's the whole thing they don't get. And it's like, so the state or whatever, whoever got on their ass about doing that to technicians and all that. What I'm trying to say is basically, now it's a more calm schedule, more steady pace. Of the place I'm at, they actually cut hours down a little bit, so I don't know if that's something to fear about. But it'd definitely be, opportunity where to take the weekends for myself. I got a paid off pressure washer from doing those jobs when I was 18, stuff like that. So it's up to me. It's a smaller little machine. I'd have to use the customer's water, which I'm not a fan of. The whole business model, I want to just be able to pull up and have everything done. But so it's a lot of possibilities out here. But when I wanted to come out here to kind of get some business perspective on what it would be like to start that up again, when I'm out here, have the 9 to 5 popping throughout the week, of course, and be building that thing on the weekends. Now, should I have been building it and ideally with these self-improvement YouTubers and stuff like that? Ideally, I should have been building them. I'm 23 or whatever. You know, a lot of them got a head start apparently, but you know, life happens, right? You got to pay back debt. You got to do things you got to do. And you got to stack money up as well to be able to even take the risk. And then once you are able to take the risk, you got to make sure that if the amount you invest, when it sets you back, is even going to be an amount that you're going to be comfortable with, you know? So that's what's kind of going through my head right now. It's like, all right, is the amount that I'm going to be able to invest, you know, is that going to be, shit is crazy out here. It's going to be an amount that I'm comfortable with, you know, when it does set me back, which I don't think it is right now. So that's why it may take a little longer than, you know, 2 to 3 years in the 9 to 5, like they make it seem. That's why it may take a little longer, because people think it's just about to be that. You about to stack 80 grand, and then no. Me and my old roommate thought the same thing. We thought, dude, if we work just nonstop, you know, the most I've ever made in a week is $1,500. So then we'll definitely make $6K a month. And then once we make 6, our bills are gonna be this much. It's like, yeah, bro, no, you're gonna be so many ups and downs. It's not gonna consistently be that, especially in the trades when you're depending on certain calls to be made, or, you know, it just depends on the hours of the slow season, up and down. So it's like a lot of stuff. Sorry. There's a lot of dependable factors, you know what I mean? So it's like, one thing I'm reading in How to Get Rich by Felix Dennis. Sorry, boss. This place is fucking crazy, bro. The thing I'm reading with Felix Dennis, How to Get Rich, is don't make an over optimistic plan when it comes to a business plan. Matter of fact, I think he said something along the lines of, don't be big on the business plan in general, because you don't really know what's gonna happen. So it's like, you know, don't be just ready to pour a money pit into it, but don't be super just overset on the business plan, because it's usually not even about to go that way. You know what I mean? So, like, it depends. You know what I mean? But overall, I got this vision. I got this idea that, okay, if I build this thing on the weekends, I got way more tools than I had. Way more tools right now than I had back then. So if I had the same money, if I was at a time I was ready to invest, and the setback point was fine, and I didn't really care about that, it'd be like, all right, let's pull the trigger. You know what I mean? On a thing that I can build on the weekend. You know, so all stuff is flowing through my mind, but that's something that's barely gonna cost me, and, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot of skill set. Pretty easy business to run. Doesn't get any easier than that, you know what I mean? So just gonna see what's good. I'm feeling vibes. Right out here is a little bit more chill. But once I go to Brickell, once I go to mainly Brickell, I think I'm gonna go to Live. I think I'm gonna go to Rose Sky Bar or whatever. It's crazy. They got a little vet up out here. Rappers or something. But once I go to Live, you know, Rose Sky Bar, it's gonna be like, I'm already knowing I'm gonna get exposed to levels, and, you know, where I'm trying to hit. Levels I'm trying to hit, you know what I mean? So it's definitely levels. It's definitely a rank that you gotta rise. It's definitely a level of popping it that you need to be sure you're ready to make. Because if you're out here trying to pop it right now, I could already tell you from where I'm at, if you're trying to pop it and you don't got it, man, good luck. You know what I mean? So, I think it's up here. Yeah, I gotta pass by the Scarface car. I think I am about to walk up on it. But yeah, it's just, I might just title this video Levels. And then if y'all love these videos where I'm just yapping, quite frankly, just talking shit, man, just like it up, drop a comment. I know my YouTube videos only get a couple hundred views. The videos need more than that, man. So I've probably been making videos since I was like 11 years old, to be honest. So it's always something I'm gonna keep doing. You know, I was making videos on my mom's phone when I was 11. That's how long I've been making videos, man. So doing the same thing just on South Beach, Miami, man. Nothing crazy, not that much pressure. You dig? But yeah, keeping it cordial, keeping the flow and going, man. Nothing too crazy. There's people out here, bro. Shit's nuts. Look at this shit. I'm nuts. Wow. Try to get something to eat low key, but I spent a lot this morning, guys, on brunch. About to see low key. There's some fucking baddies out here, boy. Oh my god. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Yeah, it's getting live right now. You did. You ain't even from the West Coast. I don't know about all this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's Hispanic. I don't really speak that shit. Hey, we got the Scarface card up. Check it out. He's in there too. What is that? I never knew what that car was. I'm right next to CVS too, so I might also chill shit, man. Yeah, feel good. My room is literally oceanfront, king suite. So I'll walk y'all boys up to it right now, man. Yeah, I'm not really sure what my target audience is, but I'm starting to think that I'm the niche. So, I know I ain't posting a year, and sadly I ain't really been shooting like that, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, we get the Avalon with it. Restaurant inside my hotel is popping. That's my hotel. It's crazy. It's dope. Right next to Scarface and them boys. Yeah, I had to vlog it up for y'all. And I'm gonna keep them going. I don't know about I don't know about the big camera the whole night. But I definitely did some shooting. Did I do some too? No, I didn't take it to the beach, but yeah, we just got the iPhone with it. It's more sleek for we're probably getting into it, and I have no clue what time it is. 3 hours ahead here, so when I got here it was like 7, but at home it was like 4 a.m. So, and it was a short flight. It was 4 hours. You know, I think it's about to be like 3 going back, something like that, or maybe I may lose 2 going back, or however that goes. Time traveling, but yeah, the nightlife is definitely going crazy. I'm definitely about to get up in here and take the shower, because I just did the beach, right? Oh my God. This room is nuts. I've been watching The Office. It's the bathroom. Get this over with, because it's pretty mid, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's dope, it's cool. Got my little fruit cup from this morning, you know what I'm saying? Packed and ready to go. I don't care about that though. Let's look at this view, man. Bro, look at that. That's crazy. I was watching The Office. It's been having me rolling. I actually took a fat nap. Bro, look at my view, son. Hey, we ocean front. I know you can't see it. I took some other videos, but you see where I was just at. You see how long it took me to get up here. I wasn't walking home the entire time. I was just walking around. But that is, yeah, that's the beach. That's people right there. Like, bro, South Beach is right below me. Crazy, son. Crazy. So I'm about to let this phone charge. I don't know about tonight. It's Thursday. Thinking of getting a little beach run. But it's definitely popping out. But I had to get on here. I had to get on here for y'all boys, man. 40-minute vid, not too long. But I feel good. You know, this is what we work for. And that's what we're doing. And it's the mission I've been on. It's the mission we're gonna stay doing, you know. And I think there's gonna be much more to come with this, you know what I mean? So I'm out here with the body, you know what I mean? Got a little bit of money up. We get into it, man. We in South Beach, Miami with it. When the rain is pouring. It's lit. I hope every single one of you are staying the course of your grind, staying in that gym, staying with the money up, and I hope you're taking the edge off sometimes with something like travel, getting out there, man, doing what you want to do, sometimes having a little bit of fun every now and then. Man, once a month is fine. Once a month is fine. Or if you want to lock in for a straight year, do what you got to do. Feels like I've been locked in for a decade, okay, and I haven't seen the progress nearly of where I wanted to be at, but in life, I'm starting to see that. Expectations, you just want to get rid of the word expectations, man, especially in business, stuff like that. But man, the water got my hair going crazy with the curls. But yeah, man, that's what we doing. We in South Beach, just came here for the weekend. I'm lit. The waves were not crazy like California. And the water's warm. God damn. Now you see that I don't mean to creep. You know what I'm saying? But talk, twin. We dolo in South Beach. I know you're annoyed at me saying that, but hey, I gotta let it be known. I got an issue with staying present. So if I repeat it plenty of times, it is what it is. Let's get it. Let's see what's next. Peace.